my name is Mary, and I'm going to be leading you through this gentle slow flow yoga, and we're going to focus on some hip openers today. So we'll begin in an easy seated position. So lay a blanket out if you want to get extra comfortable. Is just come to your mat and find a nice easy seated position. Something that you're comfortable in and helps make you feel grounded into the mat here. So come to there and just sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your knees and let your eyes gently close. And as you close your eyes, begin to tune out everything around you, the world, and also those thoughts in your head about what's to come or what happened over the weekend, preparing for the week. Just set all that aside for right now. Make some space in your mind. You're going to take deep breaths in through the nose, letting it out through the mouth. And let that exhale, every time you exhale, try to focus on a different part of your body and see if you can get that part to just relax and let go just a little bit. I don't know, some places may be tense, other places may not be. Just use that exhale to relax, even your hand, your jaw, your shoulders if they feel like they're coming forward. Just really connect with your body, see how you're feeling. Did you have a weekend where you felt like you were cold and starting to hunch over? Or maybe you had a weekend of lots of physical activity. Maybe your shoulders are sore from paddling or painting, house projects, all that stuff. Notice what happens to your body when you have a routine of exercise that maybe you skip on the weekends. And just without trying to change anything, just notice how your body's feeling today. If you're cold right now, if you're hunching your shoulders up by your ears, or just feeling stiff in general. We're going to work on that. So drop the tops of your hands down to the mat. Inhale as you reach your arms up. Really reach strong through your fingertips. So you reach your arms up. Exhale, bringing the arms down. And gaze follows, tucking the chin to the chest. Inhale, sweep your arms up into the air, reaching. Feel your spine lengthen. Keep that length in the spine as you lower your head, lower your arms. And moving with your breath as you inhale. Really make that lift you up. Exhale. Relax the shoulders down. Relax the muscles and tuck the chin to the chest. And just move back and forth. Let's do one more. And as you exhale, bring your palms together, hands at heart center. And just notice what that did, even just for your posture and kind of sitting up straight. Did it help make any corrections or fix that? Did it make it more difficult? And always feel free to adjust and modify as necessary to fit your needs. This is your home practice. Take a big breath in, let it out. Now bring your right leg open to the side with your left foot tucked in. And sit up nice and tall. You should immediately begin to feel that stretch right in here. So just sit with that a second, just breathing. And place your right hand on that leg. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And on the exhale, slide your right hand down your leg and reach your left arm over. Exhale, bring your left hand down and gently walk your hands to the middle to sit you back up. And bring your left arm over to the left, followed by the right hand. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, turn your head, turn your shoulders over to the left. Exhale, let's release the twist. Bring one hand on either side of your knee that's folded in here. Big breath in. On the exhale, fold forward at the hips, slide your hands forward, and kind of your left arm's gonna go off to the side as your right hand comes forward. And just come forward as much as feels comfortable, feeling that stretch in the right leg again. Then use your hands to gently walk you back up. Big breath in. Exhale. And bring that right leg in. And we'll switch, extending the left leg out. And as soon as you bring it out and sit up nice and tall, you're going to feel that stretch. So just breathe here, let that exhale, just kind of relax into it. Now, if this is too much, bring your leg and start with your leg directly out in front and then just start moving out to the side and then stopping when you feel that stretch. And that's where you want to be. Place your left hand on that leg. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, bending to the left. Exhale, bring your arm down. Then reach both arms over to the right. Inhale, grow nice and tall. Exhale, twist to the right. Exhale, gently release the twist. And bringing your hands kind of on either side of your knee. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, folding forward. And use your hands to gently walk you back up to a seated position. Now extend both legs right out in front and then open them up. Again, just as much as what feels comfortable, allowing you to still sit up nice and tall without any pain. And place your hands in your lap. Inhale. Exhale. Just slide your hands forward, folding forward at the hips. You can also, if this is a big strain on your legs here, just bring your knees up a little bit to relieve some of that tension on this stretch. And gently walk your hands back up. And bring the soles of your feet together. Your knees off to the side. Clasp your hands together, come around your toes, and scooch your heels in. Might make a little diamond shape in your lap. And inhale, grow nice and tall, roll the shoulders back. And lift the chin just slightly. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward at the hips, kind of bend your elbows so that you're going to lead with your chest and your chin down towards your feet, keeping your back nice and straight, and then pausing. You probably get about halfway. Just pause here, breathe. Maybe each exhale allows you to lower down 1/8 of an inch at a time sometimes, just that little bit. Big breath in. Exhale, now completely surrender, so now you can drop the head around the back. And use your hands. Gently walk you back up and bring your knees together. Hug your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around, and then sit up tall. Roll the shoulders back. Big breath in. Let it out. We're going to come to child's pose on the mat. Now, if you find me being a stickler for the rolling the shoulders back, it's because it's my worst bad habit. And I'm not doing yoga. It's just feeling chilled and just starting to hunch over. So a reminder is for you as well as it is for me. So coming to child's pose, bring your big toes together, bring your knees as wide as the mat. And begin to sit back on your heels. Slide your hands forward and bring your forehead to the mat. Now, if your hips feel really tight doing this, bring your knees a little closer together and just try to relax into the stretch and maybe start to move your knees apart as you feel more relaxed and warmed up. One more breath in child's pose. And inhale. Eyes back up. We're going to come to hands and knees on the mat. Spread your fingertips. Press your palms into the mat. Press your shoulders away from the ears. Keep your head and neck nice and long. Maybe shift your hips back and forth. Still want to make sure we keep it nice and loose and flowing with ease. And to this side. Take a big breath in. Exhale, relax. Inhale, gently drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, drop the head, round your back and tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale up to cow pose. Exhale to cat. Move with your breath. Let your breath guide you as you move back and forth. Warming up our spinal area. You can bend the elbows on each transition. A little added movement. Try it out, see if you like it. If you prefer, keep your arms straight. We'll do one more cycle. And come back to that wide-legged child's pose. So each time we come back here, see if maybe your knees can get further apart if they're really tight when you sit back here. And just sit back, make sure you're nice and comfortable going into it before you bring your forehead down. Take one more breath in child's pose and we'll come back to hands and knees on the mat. Extend your left leg back, pushing through with the heel, pushing away from the body. Cross it over your right, setting the toes down, and turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Now we're going to kind of paint a semicircle with your toes. So drag your toes, cross your book if you have one, back behind you and over to the left. Slide your toes back behind you and bring your knee back down. Anytime you need a rest for your wrists, you either drop your elbows to right where your palms were, or just take that child's pose for a moment and roll your wrists out before coming back to our tabletop. Now press the right leg back, leading with the heel. Cross it over the left, set your toes down, and turn your head to look over your left shoulder. And draw that semicircle, dragging your toes back behind you and out over to the right. And slide your toes back behind you and bring the knee in. And come back to that wide-legged child's pose or whatever child's pose variation is feeling good for you this morning. One more breath in child's pose. Then we're going to move to downward facing dog. So inhale, drawing back up to your tabletop. If your blanket is a little bit slippery, anything like that, and you want to bring your hands to a better grip on the mat. And bring your toes to the mat, lift the knees, lift the hips, and set the heels back for downward facing dog. Take a breath in. On the exhale, transition forward, lowering the hips, coming into a high plank. Breath in. Exhale, gently lower your hips down to the mat. And drop your elbows down to where your palms were. Look straight ahead. Exhale, bring the forehead down. Reach the right arm forward. You're going to slide that hand forward. And then bring your right knee up. And lay on your right cheek. And slide your right hand back down next to your face. Straighten out your right leg. Switch to land your left cheek and slide your left arm forward and bring your left knee out and open to the left. And slide that left hand back down. Straighten out that left leg. Bring your hands that are just below your shoulder. And inhale, pressing into the palms, lift up your upper body. And sitting back into child's pose. Just for about 2 breaths and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. We're coming through tabletop into downward facing dog. Gently walk your feet up with the knees bent so you can hang down and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Sink the hips back, bend the knees even more, and begin to rise all the way up. Take your time with the head and the neck, the last to come up, followed by your arms, reaching up, bringing palms together, heart center. Pause a moment here, check back in with your body and your breath. You're seeing if the tension has stayed where it is, if it has gone completely, or if it has just maybe moved to a different place in your body. And then I bend in the knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands to the mat and step your right foot back. And you can keep it up high or bring the knee down for a more gentle twist. And inhale, reach your left arm up. On your next exhale, bring your left hand down right next to your right hand. And we'll heel toe your left foot just to the edge of the mat. Now, if you have kept your right knee up, lower it now. And press your hands into the mat, lowering the hips and looking forward. You can unfold the foot here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, lift the hips back up and bring your left knee down and sinking back on your heels for child's pose. One more breath here, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, walk your feet up to your hands to hang down in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now plant the hands and step your left leg back. And keeping it up high or dropping the knee, you choose. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, bring the right hand down next to your left hand. Bring your right foot out to the side. Bring that left knee down if you haven't already, unfolding the foot. And inhale, press your palms into the mat. Lower your hips down as you look straight ahead. Next exhale, bring those hips back, nice and gentle. And bring your right knee to the mat. And sit back on your heels for child's pose. One more breath here, and we'll come to a downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, gently walk your feet up to hang down in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the hips back, and inhale to gently rise all the way up. A moment to close your eyes. Find where your breath is. We're going to move into some balancing poses. So you need to readjust where your mat is in the room. You can do that now. You need to move your blanket out of the way. And then find your feet about hip width distance apart. Nice bend in the knee. You're going to shift back and forth, leaning into your hips a little bit. And press into that right foot with the bent knee. Getting all the weight off of that left foot so you can kind of swing it back and forth. You have your balance. You lift that left knee out in front and use your hand on your knee to gently guide it open. If you fall, that's okay. Come back to center, bring your knee up first, and open it up. Inhale, everything center, and exhale, release everything down. Okay, just shift your feet back and forth. Shift your hips back and forth. Just find any movement that kind of, lets you shake it out. Feel just nice and warm and loosened up. So we'll switch sides now. So feeling firmly planted with that left leg, that right foot. Just kind of has room to do whatever it wants. And find your balance, stand up nice and tall, still having a bend in that knee. And then lift your right knee out in front. Opening it up. Inhale, everything center. Exhale, release down. Move your hips. Maybe you're on in a circle. We're definitely working them hard, so sure to just work through a little bit of that soreness too if you're feeling it. Just a little bit, not so it's painful or just uncomfortable at all, but just so you definitely feel it. And just kind of sit with that feeling. Let your exhale help relax that area. All right, we're going to do one more balancing pose, tree pose. So in tree pose, there's 3 different variations. All of them involve just by coming to your toes, the knee opens up to the side. We open up this hip. Now you can just stay with your heel against your, actually we're gonna, yep, that's right leg. Switching back over to our original standing leg. So you can lean your heel against your calf here, and this could be your tree pose right here. But also move your foot to your calf, or use your hand to help guide it to your thigh, as long as it is above the knee or below the knee and not on that joint. So sometimes it depends on the yoga attire you're wearing, if your foot will slide down your thigh or not. So find what works for you this morning. Stand up nice and tall. When you have your balance, then open up the arms. Big breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands together at heart center and release that foot down. And then switching legs. Find your tree position. Go nice and slow, step by step. Just find your balance. And open up the arms. Big breath in. Exhale to release. And turn to step sideways on the mat and take a wide-legged stance. Try to get a nice bend in the knee. Knees aren't locked. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, bend the elbows into cactus arms and sink the hips back, coming into this squat. Your hands to your hips, press into your feet, just rise back up. Inhale, reach your arms up. On the exhale, bring your hands together at heart center and just bend into that left knee. Inhale, press into that left foot, straighten you up. And exhale, bending the right. Inhale to rise. You can step heel toe your feet together, coming back to the top of your mat. Pick them up again, and then just move those hips around. Really work with that, any tightness that you got in there. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, diving down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back, and bring your knees down for child's pose. Bring your blanket back if you want. One more breath here. Let it out. Inhale, lifting up to tabletop. Now what we're going to do is to bring your right knee forward in between your hands. And then extend your left leg back. Press your palms into the mat or your blanket. Look straight ahead. When you bring your knee to the center, then your foot's going to be kind of off right underneath you. Big breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, come down. And now straighten. And then bring both knees back and come into child's pose. more breath in child's pose, and then we'll move to the other side. Flipping back to tabletop. Slide your left knee forward and lay your right leg long. Press your palms in. Look straight ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Come forward. And kind of release that pressure by rolling onto your hip. And then moving back into any variation of child's pose. One more breath in child's pose. And rise up through hands and knees. Now walk both knees forward. And come to a seated position. And with your feet on the mat, knees up, gently lower yourself all the way down. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Begin to wave your knees back and forth. And let your knees fall to one side and stay there. So turn your head in the opposite direction. Exhale to gently release the twist. And wave your knees back and forth. And let your knees follow the other direction. You turn your head. Exhale to gently release the twist. And wave your knees back and forth a couple more times. And then gently draw your knees into your chest. Clasp your hands together, placing them on your knees, just kind of using the weight of your hand. And you might feel a lot of tightness here, a lot of resistance. Just Breathe into that area. Try to focus your exhales on helping release some of that tension. Like relax some of that resistance. It's not going to be perfect. You're not going to get all of it. You can feel even just a little bit. Relax and let go. Some people need to move, some people find stillness. I encourage you to just explore and find what your body needs. And lay your left leg long, just hugging your right knee in. A big breath in. Hug that knee in on the exhale. Move it out and open to the right, just like our balance pose. Some of that tension you can feel. You might not even feel like tension until you actually feel it release and let go. And reach your left hand over, grabbing that knee, gently guiding it across your body to the left, to turn your head to the right. Exhale to gently release the twist. Inhale, hug that knee in. Exhale, lay it long, leading with the heel. Bring it down. Notice if you feel a difference now between your left leg and your right leg. Sometimes feel that the leg I just stretched, it feels like it's 6 inches longer now than my left foot, my left leg. And gently bring your left knee in. Work on the other side. Breathe in, hugging it in. And on the exhale, drawing it open. reach your right hand over, grab that knee, gently guiding it across your body. You turn your head to the left. Exhale, gently release the twist. Inhale, squeeze that knee in. And exhale, leading with the heel, laying that leg long. And bring your arms to rest at your side. Let your eyes close. Moving into our final resting pose. So if you need to do anything else, bring a pillow over, covering yourself with a blanket, putting socks on. Make those adjustments now so that you're comfortable and cozy for your Shavasana. And as you close your eyes, you really focus on your body. Ask it, talk to it, see where does it hold its secret tension spots. Maybe you found that it was in the hips. Maybe it's in your neck, jaw, shoulders, knees. Just scan your body, talk to your body. Take a big breath in. Long breath out, let it all out. Now I'm going to leave you here in your Shavasana for as long as you need to. Just connect your mind and your body. Find those areas that you clench or hold in that maybe you just don't even realize it. Maybe you do, and it's just hard to not do it. So focus, see if you can find those spots. And if there's a particular problem spot that you want to address, please feel free to comment or reach out via email and let me know, and we'll see if we can help work out those trouble areas. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember to always be kind. Namaste.